War. What's this? The second tournament. Will be your caster, Puka or Jamie, whatever you want to call me. So this should be interesting. I haven't casted a StarCraft. I haven't casted from StarCraft 2 in over 2 years, as my computer just doesn't allow it. I was actually, when StarCraft 2 Brood War first came out, back in like, I know when Maverick was starting to come out with it, I got really into it, because I'm like 18, so right, what happened was I found StarCraft 2 back in 2009, and then I was like, StarCraft 2 Brood War, this is epic, and then I found TeamLiquid.net, and then I'm like, oh shit, there's Brood War, and then I've kind of played Brood War since then. So now coming back to StarCraft 2, the game looks pretty awesome, and I'll be actually interested in how this will play out, because it's been like a year and a half since I've actually played this mod, and I believe there's been rebalancing, if I'm not mistaken, as well as some graphical updates. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to view them on my end because my computer is kind of absolutely shitty. But anyway, getting to the first match of the round of 16, we have Technics, who's part of, it's from Team LRM, pretty good non-Korean team, at least. I'm on Team Liquid, in the top right-hand corner as the purple Zerg. And I believe he's still getting used to the StarCraft like 2 mechanics wise, and I don't. Does it tell us what their abilities are? It may not be auto mining, as you could tell right there. His drone actually didn't officially go right there. Oh yeah, this is all StarCraft 2 right here. So they've agreed to go for StarCraft 2 modes. And then the bottom right hand corner as the red Terran, it will be mechanics, and the map will be Fighting Spirit of all things. Pretty generic map, and auto mine is on, and Technics is questioning that. Okay, but yeah, so Fighting Spirit, probably the most. Oh no, they're gonna go do a rematch, I believe. Are they doing a rematch? I don't know. I believe they're trying to figure it out, but Fighting Spirit's the pretty much the most generic Brood War map you will ever find, and they're gonna go back and do this. Okay, I believe. All right, yeah, they're gonna rematch. Okay. Oh man, I was getting so into that, man. Had a good story to start things off with, and yeah. Let's see here. And I'll probably open up the stream for stream chat as well. That probably will help, right? No, that's not right. All right, so our LaLuSh will be able to recreate the game for us. Oh, he's in the Swedish Twitch right here. All right, so I have the chat open, so if you guys need to clarify, if I was to say something absolutely stupid, you can correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, what's going on here? No, we don't need to do that. Ooh, 720p plus. This guy's legit. This guy has decent internet. No. Stop. I don't actually want to have his stream open. There we go. So we're remaking the map now for Fighting Spirit, and I am not playing. No. Move me down. So I'll be interested. Again, I mean, mechanics. All we know is that he's a platinum level StarCraft 2 player on at least on the European server, which, isn't like terrible. But I mean, Technics is a pretty high level Brood War player, and if you were just, I don't even think you could directly translate, a StarCraft 2 ranking into Brood War because they're so different. But pretty much what that means is I believe mechanics will kind of have a better understanding of just the core mechanics of StarCraft 2 over Technics will, with their ability to, the auto mine Technics. I mean, again, didn't auto put his rally onto the mineral patch. So we'll see how that will, play for him. Technics as well. I I mean, I'm a pretty active Brood War and at least in the Brood War forums on Team Liquid, and I ran. I might be running another set, but I ran a series called PCTF, which is the Pucca Capture the Flag Star League. Pretty much, it was just using the CTF map and map game type, and Technics was actually one of the finalists for and won season 2 of it. But in the top right hand corner, it will be Technics, our Brood War buddy right here. Probably my fan favorite to win this, but just because he's a fellow Brood War. And then the bottom right hand corner will be Mechanicus. And all right, so unlimited selection's off, automine is off, and smartcast is on. Okay, so what that means, obviously you can only select 12 units at a time. Automine, that means they have to rally their. That doesn't show you where the rally points are, I guess. But the rally points would be not directly on the mineral patch, as they would not mine. And I don't know what's going on again. Backing out. Okay, so Technics wants unlimited selection off. Automine is on. Okay, that's why. Okay, so they actually had auto mining off, but they wanted unlimited selection. Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. For anyone that doesn't know, like Brood War had a really horrific mechanical. It's very difficult to even like mine, like to get your drones to mine and stuff in StarCraft and Brood War, because I am an absolutely horrific Brood War player. I'm like an E rank, which pretty much means it's like rank 100 bronze is probably the equivalent to it. And I mean, I have difficulty just getting my drones to mine. So when before this, I jumped into a StarCraft 2 Brood War game, and my God, it was so much easier. It was just like you right click and it would just go. Like it felt so much better to play in terms of mechanically. Probably gets rid of some balance, but it's also kind of nice to see Brood War in kind of a 3-dimensional era than the 2D. Because like I was saying earlier, the Brood War was I've been casting Brood War for about a year now. Actually, I started on the 17th of February last year. Actually, what do you know? What did you know? It's actually my anniversary of casting Brood War. What do you know? When I opened up the iCup channel. So, I've been casting for about a year now. But and I totally lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, I've been mainly a caster and kind of like a supporter of the scene, not as much of an active Brood War. Because I was just trying to get my kind of just basic foundation of the game up, and then helping out with running tours and stuff. Recently though, I've been trying to get better at just understanding the higher level side of Brood War, which is actually quite difficult due to the lack of extremely high Brood War players. Like there isn't a whole lot of strategy discussion happening a lot time of the time, and the game's just hard to actually just get good at. It actually just is not easy to get good at. Unfortunately, it's not something that's easy to. So anyway, countdown's happening again for the 3rd time. I believe they've figured out everything. Technics versus Mechanicus, gonna be awesome. Again, Technics gonna be the old school Brood War player from Team LRM. They are a pretty high level clan. I want to say Technics is like B or A, probably an A ranker. He's really, really good. Technics is a really, really good player. So spawning in the top right-hand corner as our blue Terran, it'll be Mechanicus right here. The platinum level SC2 player on the European server. And in the top left-hand corner as the A ranker Brood War player, it'll be Technics right here as the purple Zerg. Mechanics is asking for his SC1 rank. We'll see what if he does reply. Automine will be on. Unlimited selection is off, and smart casting is off as well. What that means is that the players can only select 12 units per control group, and smart casting will allow What with that off, that means if you have 5 High Templar in your control group and you do decide to storm, it means that they will all storm that one location. If you guys don't remember, storm does not do it's not layerable, meaning that, you know, if you put 2 storms, it doesn't mean it will do 275 damage over a 3-second period. It means that it will do the 135, I think, or 110. I forget how much exactly what it does. What are we having here? 2 SCVs. Is he going to BBS? He's got a proxy T-Rex, I think. Look at that. I think we have a proxy T-Rex, guys. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's not a BBS though. Yeah, he's got a proxy T-Rex. If you want to get this out faster, you can do what's called a BBS, a barracks before depot, barracks supply. Pretty much you throw the 2 barracks down at like 7 supply, and then at 8 supply you throw down the depot, and then you just have Marines up faster. So we'll see. Doesn't really want to go into a macro game here. Now, Technics is going to be gearing up for a 12 hatch right now. Unfortunately, that not really going to set him up too well to stop a proxy T-Rex. But I don't think Terran actually knows where Technics is. Now, the Overlord may be able to verify that, but you don't generally send in the Overlord too far for the Terran to notice it, because if a Marine is in there, yeah, as you can see, Technics will actually just move it away. So we'll see if Mechanics will actually know about this. Now, I wonder if Mechanics actually has gotten this far because he has been doing a proxy T-Rex. And yeah, so he will see that it is a 12 hatch if he's good enough. And just constant Marine production out so far. And now just getting down to the pool. So this is gonna hit very hard. Is he gonna bring SCVs with this as well? That's my question. Because if he does, Technics is gonna have a very difficult time, especially if the bunker goes up. Yeah, the bunker is going to go up here. How will Technics react right now? 1 drone is coming out right now, pulling 6 more drones on the way. 3 Marines are coming in here. Now, keep in mind, it is a lot easier to micro Marines in this game than it is in StarCraft 1. Technics is going to be in a bit of trouble right here, trying to do his best, but also the pathing is a little bit different in StarCraft 2 Brood War as well, so keeping that in mind right here. Drones are pretty good against Marines right here, but with 3 Marines and the bunker going up, Technics is going to be in a lot of trouble right here. This hatchery is sure going to be dead at this time. And this might just be, if he can get the sunk up, then I don't know. I really don't know how this is going to end out too well for Technics. If that colony goes down, then he's going to be in a lot of trouble. Lings are out. He has 8 Lings right here. He's going to be going back into the bunker right here. But if he mass repairs those Lings are going to do absolutely nothing right here. And here we go again. SCVs are trying to target fire the creep colony, trying to get into a sunk right here. The sunk will go up right now, but I don't think it will be enough right here. Marines are pretty good. If they can just go back in the bunker right now, that would be absolutely perfect. And the sunken will go down. What will Technics continue to do? Continue link production at this time. And I don't. He's gonna just try to kill off the bunker right here. And it looks like without SCVs, he might be able to do that, but no. Trying to get up his sunk again. All right, Ling's continuing to come in here, trying to pressure. Now Terran, on the other hand, is just not really doing a whole lot back at home right now. Continuing to apply pressure right here. He's getting up to 8 Marines right here. This is getting up to a critical mass number where the Lings really aren't going to be able to do too much, especially if he starts stutter stepping right effectively. Sunken will go down without the cancel and just continue going to the bunker. This hatchery will be killed off. GG from Technics. Game 1 going down to Mechanist. GG. Well done, well played for Mechanics. And Technics is not going to be too happy about that at all. Really getting into the round of 16. Actually, this might be the first round. I want to say, I mean, if we look at, I don't really know how to read this. Yeah, no, we have the round of 16. The only round of 16, actually. Not a whole lot of players actually did sign up for this. So, oh, this is Ankle Break. Oh, Ankle Break is actually like a legit. No, he's an actual Brood War player. Like, this guy's legit. He's from Canada. Ankle Break's a legitimate Brood War player. I'm sorry, I didn't know that. I know it was Ankle Break. Ankle Break, yeah, he's really good. I don't know too much about him. As I am, again, I've only been a year caster of Brood War, so I don't know a whole lot going down for it. But yeah. Anyway, so yeah, game one will go to Ankle Break rather, and which is Mechanist, and then yeah. What map does he want? Same. Okay, he wants. Oh yeah, you can't. So you can't choose the same map over. He wanted Fighting Spirit again, but he's not. He's not gonna have that. So Ankle Break, yeah. All right. And unfortunately, we don't have like Slayer's Arthur, uh, in here, which I was kind of looking forward to. Because he won. I believe. What did he win the finals last time? I feel like he did. Wait. Was that not Fighting Spirit? What map do you want next? Same. Go. Can't choose the same map. Python. Go FS. Yeah, FS. Apparently, okay. Apparently, they're gonna just do Fighting Spirit again. Uh, so yes, that's how it's gonna go down. Yes. Sweet. So game two gonna be on Fighting Spirit. TVZ, the iconic Brood War matchup. But unfortunately, okay, no, hold on. No, they're still deciding that. So, yeah, I'll be interested. I hope we don't see another, just another proxy T-Rex because that was not super entertaining. Because I could just, yeah. But it does win, and there is $100. I am actually very surprised, despite this even being a mod. So it's not the mainstream, it's not Brood War, and it's not StarCraft 2. It's a mesh between the two in a way. So it's a mod. It's not Dota. It's just kind of that a custom game, and there's $100 on the line. I am very surprised that we don't see a lot of players signing up for this. I mean, we had like 48 players like sign up for it, but we only have, I mean, if I count this, right? I mean, if this bracket's supposed to hold up to 256 players, but we have one round of 16 game. That is it. Unfortunately for Technics and Ankle Break. I mean, you have Joe Fish. Okay, that's 5, 7, 9, and 10. You have 10 players going for $100. I mean, like, and that's not even an invite-only tournament. So for any of the viewers, like, I mean, we have more viewers than we have actual participants in this tournament right now. And this tournament's been live for, I don't know, half an hour, which is very surprising. So our sponsor, which I can remember, just give me a second. Just give me one playing out second right now. Team Liquid. Where are you? No. Okay. It's $100 weekly tournament. I mean, that's $100. Think because of where are you? Where is our okay, Rush Brain. Okay, it looks like we're gonna go into Grand Line to follow this up with. Oh wait. Okay. Oh, cool. LaLuSh is actually telling me. Yeah, Rush Brain is our sponsor. So I mean, he gives us $100 every week, just like $400 every month to put on a tournament. And the fact of the matter is, I mean, you have best of sevens of like MKP versus was it Life? StarTale Life? Was it Life? I could be wrong. For like $100. And those are, I mean, that you have to be invited to get that $100. So that there is incentive to play that. This just whole tournament, anyone can enter, which I think is actually kind of cool. I would have signed up if I wasn't casting, but there's no way and chance I would have ever won. But I recommend for the 50 people that are watching, or however many people that are watching, is to sign up for next week if there is one, because really, well, you get more games, it gets more publicity out, and you have the chance of winning $100 every week. It's not like a weekly tournament where you could win $25. It's 4 times the amount. So, yep. So, it is your host and caster. Oh, and also thanks to LaLuSh for organizing this as well. Very hard worker, the Swedish awesome guy. Unfortunately, he couldn't cast because of his roommates. He doesn't want to wake him up, which I can completely understand for. The countdown is ticking down, guys. Gonna be awesome. And with that, we're at the loading screen. And so again, thanks to LaLuSh, Rushbrain, and it'll be your caster and host, Pucca, Fitz, Pikachu, whatever. I don't really know what my online alias will be, but for this, but yep. So spawning the top left-hand corner out as our TVT happening on Grand Line. It will be the Purple Terran Technics. And in the bottom right-hand corner, it will be, let me remember this guy's name again, Ankle Break again. I believe he's a recurring Brood War. Oh, did he go random? I didn't actually pay attention, really, to be honest. Okay, so Grand Line. Let me look at this map. I'm trying to remember what Brood War. Oh, Grand Line. Is this what I'm thinking it is? Aha. Okay, so now there we go. Grand Line just looks a whole bunch different from its Brood War counterpart. So this map, very big. TVT really going in this, my mentality, and he's going to practice 2x again. I would have said the same thing, to be honest. It's such a large map, and I play random, so I mean I play all 10 matchups if you want to count RVR as one. But I mean I'll occasionally get a TVT. I don't want a I don't want a TVT. I don't, on a massive map like this. I just don't. Now, this is the interesting thing, right? Ankle Break has no idea where Technics is. If all of a sudden he pushes into the top left-hand corner, I am convinced that he's stream cheating. I understand the Overlord went to his base last game, which could have signified that he did know that, or he's actually stream cheating. And this is a BBS, by the way. I'll have you know. He's not calling Grace. He's not calling Grace. And Tactics didn't make a tight wall either. He's getting gas. He's going back. Yeah, okay. So Tactics is doing the standard, iconic TBT build, just going for straight on mech. The question now becomes, is it going to be a tight wall? Is this tight? See, the hope was, StarCraft 2 mechanics makes stuff a lot more simplistic. When you have a building right next to a building, it's tight. It doesn't matter what it is. It's tight. You don't have to worry about it being, a pylon next to a citadel of a dune. No. This is not tight, by the way. No. It's not that at all. Oh, so he did scout. He did double scout in the bottom left-hand corner. So he is no longer stream cheating, because that would have been pretty mean and unfun. But yeah, he will be pushing across now with 3 Marines right here. He needs to get up a bunker ASAP, which I believe Technics should be able to hold this off right now. Yeah. Technics should be able to hold this off. And yeah. Oh, wait, no, he might just run right by. Oh, Technics. Oh, this is going to be annoying for him. We'll see how he will deal with this. Once the Vulture comes out, though, that is going to be a huge deal following this up with, because you could patrol micro those things, and SCVs are just ridiculously overpowered. And he's just going to kill off Ankle Breaks' bunker right now. He will not get the cancel on it, I don't believe. So Ankle Break will just leave the game. GG to Technics. Technics holding that off. TVT going in the ace match. Well done, well played. All right, then. I'm digging this. I'm chilling. I like this. But we'll see. Now, I would assume Destination coming out of Ankle Break, to be honest, because you could just BBS on that map so easily. Or as Destination has the possibility for a lot of cheeses. If that's what Ankle Break is going for, I wouldn't be surprised for it. And I believe they're going to be deciding again. So, again, another shout out to our sponsor, Russ Brain, for sponsoring this $100 tournament. We only had 10 players actually show up. No, actually, Python. Now, the cool thing about Python is every base is equidistant from each other. So it doesn't matter cross position, and it doesn't matter, vertical position or not. From rallying your units on the ground to your opponent's base, it is equidistant, which is really cool. So I'll be very interested on how this will play out. Which does mean that he could go in the center of the map from any direction and then start rallying again if he wants to. And we'll see what Technics. Technics will be choosing Zerg this time. No longer our TVT. And the countdown has begun. The game is loading at this time. It also could be very interesting if you get close by air position. Sometimes it doesn't generally affect, because this map is kind of very similar to Metalopolis in a way, in terms of those close by air positions. So spawning here at the 8 o'clock position or the 9 o'clock position, there'll be the Blue Terran Ankle Break here, or is StarCraft 2 alias Mechanicus. And at our 6 or 7 o'clock, I mean, they're so close to each other, it'll be the red Zerg Technics right here. Technics is already sending his Overlord in the right position. Gonna be good. So I'll be very interested what will happen. The fact, if we see 3-hatch Muta coming out of Technics, it's going to be interesting on how Terran's going to be able to defend, because of the rush distances of Mutas are going to be absolutely ridiculous because it's close by air. You could even potentially see lurker drops happening from getting ventral sacks from this location, and then just hopping them over to the Terran base. 3-hatch lurker isn't as viable, I would say, because it isn't a reverse ramp. And Terran, if Ankle Break does foresee that, we could see him just do an early push and really start containing Technics from there. While 3-hatch Meta will allow him to harass and get up his third, which really what Technics have happen. But Technics going to be going for the 9 pool with speed. No, okay. Just doing Extractor Trick. Prolonging his Overlord for as long as possible. Now that Overlord is just scouting everything. He did hide the second barracks in the further back, so he is actually doing a T-Rex again, but in base, and he will know now where it is going. He could even try Paratrooper Rush and try to land it right in here, potentially, if that could work. But I doubt that. That'd be a really interesting fact of the map. Really interesting to do. But Technics did realizing that he has been super cheesy in the past, opting to go for that 12 pool before hatch, because he wants those lings out faster. As you can tell, he's actually making 6 lings right now, and the drone will be coming down there at 13 supply to make that hatchery. Pretty standard stuff right here. So Terran going up to a 3 racks right here. I have never seen this before in Brood War, at least. I don't really know how effective doing a 3 racks, 5 racks, whatever the Brood War equivalent to do off of one base would be. Because as long as Technics will foresee it, he can just put down a whole bunch of creep colonies and then turn it more from an assumption here. Now the lings are trying to come up here. Unfortunately, will they actually be doing enough damage? 2 Marines have fallen. Wow. I'm very surprised how much damage those lings have actually done right here. My God, those lings are powerful and really doing a lot of damage to Ankle Break's main supply of Marines right here. And that's really going to delay that push furthermore. And something should be going off in his mind. Like, what the hell is going on right here? Because really he shouldn't have that many Marines, I don't think, at this time. Because he is pumping out the 3 racks right here. Generally, you would see a more standard TVZ build would be, run 1 racks FE into about 5 racks and then getting up your M&M going. And he's going to do a Marine SCV all in. All right. Okay. Mechanicus doing his thing. SCV train pushing across the map right here. He does have his Unfortunately, he actually didn't separate his SCVs from his. If you look at his control groups, he actually hasn't separated these. It's actually very helpful to keep them separated, so you can make sure that the SCVs can block the lings. Now, Creep Crawler is trying to desperately come in. Oh no, Slunk's already morphed. He may need a second one to defend this right here, but lings are so good. Is he gonna have to pull off drones right here? That is a lot of Marines right there, and Mechanicus is doing actually an excellent job with SCV blocking right here. Drones are being pulled off the line right here, losing a significant amount of drones from the natural right here. But this push is starting to dwindle right here, getting up his third hatch, so he was planning to go for a 3-hatch Muta build. If he can get up that third hatch, he's going to have a lot of lings right now. He does have 200 minerals to spend on a whole bunch of lings right here. The drones are being pulled off the line right here. Will the Marines, excuse me, get killed off? Or will Technics just lose too much here? Remember, this is all in from Terran right here. It looks like actually Technics will be able to survive this. Looking back at home, he only has 2 Marines right now, so all Technics has to do is push with maybe 6 lings, half a dozen lings, and kill off Terran if we don't see a GG already soon. Or if he wants to play it extra safe, I would recommend he could just go for just wait for his 3-hatch Muta to come out and go into a macro game. But Marines, more lings coming in here to kill off the remaining of the lings right here. GG from Ankle Break. Technics will continue on to the round of 8 or quarterfinal, which will be a best of 3 starting off on Andromeda. I believe Technics will go against Joe Fish, the Protoss. Awesome stuff. Sweet. Sweet. I'm gonna get some water real quick. Back, guys, I think. If we're no longer muted. Milk is really good. So again, we just finished our last round of 16 match, or the only one. Going to the quarterfinal, best of 3 as well. Started off on Andromeda. Pretty old school map, I must say. Very big, in-base mineral only, and a pretty securable natural. Yeah. And there's actually some island expos too, which just kind of makes it pretty interesting if players will kind of quickly go for those. Generally doesn't happen too often, but yeah. I'm a pretty big fan of Andromeda. It was actually the first StarCraft II Brutal map I ever played. Fun fact. So I don't know what we're waiting for. Joe Fish is... Oh, no, we're already in game. Okay, so we're actually queuing up. Oh, no, it would be Destination, actually. I thought it was Andromeda. But I could be wrong. I could be so wrong. Mount CC Moro. Holy shit, is that a pro gamer? Okay, we're casting the semis instead. So Technics is gonna have to go against Joe Fish on his own self. So Destination semifinals, best of 3 on Destination. TVP, guys. Is Mouse CC Moro a pro gamer? Like, I believe MOUZ is a professional team, right? That's not just me, right? Again, I apologize for not knowing my StarCraft 2. Okay, so we actually have a pro gamer in here. I feel special right now. So spawning in the bottom right hand corner of the 6 o'clock position will be the red Terran. Mouse CC more. Is it Mouse Sports? Is it Mouse Sports? Oh, Mouse CC Moro. Yeah, Mouse Sports CC Moro. Coming here. Everything is Brood War, so that means only 12 unit selection. Auto mine is off, so that means you have to directly. You can't just have them auto mining. You can't just have your rally point on your mineral patch. And smart casting again. If you have 5 high Templar, for example, you can't select 12 of them and then expect to press T at 12 different locations for 12 different storms. They will all storm in one location, which is pretty stupid. And then at the 12, it will be some shocks, SMI shocks. SMI, I'm assuming is another clan tag. I don't know if they're pro. I don't believe it is, but semi-pro maybe. But I don't know. Could also just be an amateur team. But TVP on this map, there's a bulldog rush that you can do on this map as Protoss. So pretty much what it is you pretty much rush into shuttle tech for Protosses. He should be around B minus shocks. So this is a B minus, but you could do a bulldog rush as Protoss, and it's really kind of, I'd say, one of the most viable TVP builds that you can do on this map, because Terrans are going to be unbelievably difficult to break down on this map because of the double bridges. If you guys don't know, Terran will go mech, and siege tanks are absolutely ridiculous in Brood War, especially, if their AI is more smarter in StarCraft 2 Brood War. So if Protoss does know about that, he might do a bulldog rush, bulldog strategy. Again, you pretty much get goons, and then you go into a robo to get up your shuttle, and then you zealot bomb, which means you obviously fill up the shuttle with like 2. I believe it hits with 2 zealots in it. You might wait for 4 to drop on top of the tanks and then just try to break down the natural. It's not supposed to game end, but it's supposed to lift off the Terran natural for some time. So we'll see if that will be effective, if that will happen or not. Terran, I would assume probably siege expand. It could be an FD push as well. We could see. To be honest, I would expect more of an FD push. Siege expand, because holding off this base is so easy with the short double ramp right here. And this looks like it's going to be just a 2-gate goon push. Actually, this might just be a goon. Now, I don't exactly remember how a 2-gate goon push is supposed to go. I've seen it as you get singularity charge before any goon, but he decided to get his goon first, which may mean just a single goon push, 1-gate expand. That could also be it. We'll see that because he's getting goon range as singularity charge, and we'll be killing off that SCV right there. Now Terran, looking back at his base, gonna be getting the machine shops there. So if we do see siege mode, that will verify that he will be doing a siege expand. If we see mines, it will be an FD push. FD push means fake double push, which pretty much means you generally hit with around. No, it's just gonna be a siege expand. He's not even gonna build. This build might be, you could say, quote-unquote, incorrect, what he's doing right now, but to be honest, it's going to give him the same result, really. Yeah, he's going to do a siege expand. Generally, with a siege expand, you want to get, like, 4 Marines in a bunker just in case if Protoss wants to be super aggressive. But Destination might be a kind of a different scenario because you have this high ground area, and it kind of, I believe you can get up all the way up to the 2nd ramp, if I'm not mistaken, with the siege. Especially, at least in Brood War, at least. Terran, gotta be bringing back this SCV back here. What's he planning? What's this SCV planning? No, it's just scouting. Okay. So, it doesn't look like it will be any kind of bulldog push. It will just be a 1-gate expand. What will this dancing probe throw down? Will be a 2nd gate right now, so... yeah. SCV will get killed off. So, Terran, for the time being, will not know what Protoss is doing. I believe he has seen the base. Yeah, he has seen the base. No, I'm sorry, that's the wrong. Yeah, he's seen the base being morphed. And not too much else being thrown down for the time being right now. That siege tank being awesome. And Shocks will just get completely obliterated by the siege tank fire. Phenomenal. Now, what are we going to be seeing here? What is Shocks going to be planning? Because I'm just going to be interested in what kind of tech we're going to see from him. We could even see 2 base arbs on this map. 2 base arbs is another great build to do on this map. Because Terran, again, it's so hard to infiltrate just directly on with ground forces. No, he's going to just take he's just going to do a quick third build. Now, what that can mean is that we're just going to have a standard macro game, and he's just going to get up a lot of bases and a lot of gateways. He's getting his robo now, so... But it could also be the 3 base arbiter build, which may be more common. I've never really called it that, but if you look on Wikipedia, because I've been looking at more builds for all matchups because I'm a random, that is also a pretty decent build to do as well. And that is scary. Tank's doing 70 damage. Doing their max damage and putting mines all over, so he does not want to be dropped on. Does he not have an eBay? I don't think he has an eBay. Oh well. Whatever, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so third Nexus is going up. Protoss still not getting his second gas going down. He's going to get Citadel tech right here for probably leg speed. Ooh. That's the observatory. Don't mind the yeah, that's the observatory, and just getting more gateways right now. So yeah, just getting his tech going. Not a whole lot for Protoss to really talk about. We do have a decent amount of vultures coming out here. So the pro player Morrow is going to be coming out here. Vultures are not really good at just directly target firing with auto attacking goons, but they're really good at putting down mines. But unfortunately, I'm only seeing one of these vultures have mines, and what that is. I feel like that's kind of a mistake for putting so many mines so early. Actually, I don't even know. Because unfortunately, if you look at the game, you know how StarCraft 2 has its own kind of timing. I believe 10 minutes. I'm not sure if this is actually Brood War time. I believe that's actually StarCraft 2 time, but I could be wrong. Because I can't. Oh, it is Brood War time. Really? All right. So this is Brood War time. This game seems to be going so much quicker than 11 minutes. Wow. All right, so that's nice. Okay, so yeah, so he's got to be pushing out right here. So no, never mind. But vultures, depending on what you want from them, they are really good for harassment purposes and setting down mines to make it really inconvenient for Protoss to help reinforce. Ooh, Obs being killed off at that time. And what's Protoss gonna do? Checking for a third base up here. But the third base is actually generally over here. The fourth is generally taken over here. And Starport is coming up for Terran, so probably gonna get up his vessels. Going up to 4 factories at this time. And Terran's securing his third base. Terran, if you guys, again, new to Brood War, 3 base Terran is like ridiculously powerful. And at this time, Destination, if I haven't already said so, Destination could be argued a Terran favorite map. Because how do you break? I heard something happening. I thought we had Vulture Rat somewhere. Where are we? Okay, but there's like no way to stop Terran once they're here, and once they're like out here in front of your base, because they can put up turrets freaking everywhere, tanks go everywhere, mines go everywhere, and then you just EMP their arbiters so they can't stasis. It could make it very difficult. Now we do have some. I don't believe these are speed vultures, but ultimately we'll get deflected away with this Goon Zealot army right now. Look at Protoss's tech right now, making a whole bunch of obs right now. Tower looking like it's gonna want to take this mineral only in some time. That's a lot of gateways right there. That is 7. And, okay, so he's actually... Yeah, okay, so... Shock's doing his thing. Gonna get his Arbiter. Tech going. Would have come up a little bit faster if he was just doing a 3-base Arbiter push, but because he's getting his 4th, it is considerably more delayed. Probably about 2-3 minutes from the time of taking your bases. And the other thing is why this map can be so difficult for Protoss rather is that if you look at a map like Fighting Spirit where that map has complete balance, like it's 50-50-50 for every matchup, and the part of the reason why Protoss actually have a more comfortable time on that map is because they could take 6 bases compared to 3 bases of Terran. Because they need those they want those bases, not that they need them, but they want those bases so they can reinforce. Because generally, I'll quote Thale here. Generally, what you want from a max Protoss army is to shut off maybe 20-30 supply of the Terran army. You have enough banks so you can remax to continue breaking down that mech army, because the mech army is becomes exponentially more powerful over time. Now, you will be pushing in here with a massive force right here. It's 153 supply to 116 right now. Not terribly good for Terran. That is a pretty steep contrast in terms of their supplies. But Terran, you know, he's head off his 3 bases right now, and I don't think he's going to necessarily need to take too many more bases at the time. Probably wants to focus more on production. And that's what he's doing right now. He's up to 7 factories right now. Ridiculous. And he's at +1 right now. Now, Protoss going to be securing his top right-hand base at this time. And that is a lot of units. I'm not going to lie. I just don't see a whole lot of Storm or Arbiters. Okay, he's making his Arbiter now. Ooh, wait. That looks cool. Do they have a new model for Arbiter? What is that? Are you kidding me? Wow, I didn't know they had a whole different model for Arbiters. Ooh, Mind Dragon. Now this could be very painful for Protoss if he decides to push down here. Pushing in here. Will the mines go off? Oh, here comes the Protoss. Mines are doing too much damage. The goons are continuing to come in here. This 3rd might have to lift off. This 4th, rather. As his whole mech army is not really in position right now. Beautiful play right here coming out of Shocks right here. This base is going to have to be lifted off and probably will get killed off ultimately. Now, will Terran force reposition, or is he just going to let the base get killed off? It looks like he will just let that die. Oh, wait, but he's unsieged everything. Is he going to push now? Go to equal supplies for both players right here. Keep in mind, you can't just macro back at home without not looking at your base, because you have to. You can't control group like 18 gateways off of 1 hotkey, unfortunately. And Zealot with his side blades taking down this Terran supply depot. Okay. Okay, the Arbiter is out. Wow, that looks so weird. And just losing some stuff right here. So the Arbiter is out. The really, really weird looking Arbiter, but it looks pretty cool though. Not gonna lie. It's an Arbiter in 3 dimensions. Okay, so he doesn't have stasis research right now, or does he? No. He has stasis research. This Arbiter does have 84 energy, so in about 15 seconds he will have that. But he has 3 vessels with EMP. If he gets an EMP on that army, this Protoss army is going to be in a lot of trouble right here. And we shall see how this will push out. Protoss coming down here. The mech army is coming up. Oh, he's going to be going up on the ramp right here. This could be a pretty big fight happening over here. Oh no, there's so much stuff on screen right now. Will the Vultures be able to take out down mines? EMP does go off on the entire army. No stasis field available. Even EMP on the Arbiter, not looking too good right there. And really, Morrow really took a really powerful push from that. Looked really dominant in that engagement right there, as you really should be on this map. It's so difficult for Terran for Protoss rather to get a good engagement. We have a 6th coming up at the 3 o'clock. Terran gonna be re-expanding down to his own 7. And really, what Shox needs to be very careful is not getting contained behind this ramp, because if you look at this, imagine what will sometimes end the game for Protosses. Did we have a drop somewhere? What is this? We have a goon over here. Where is this? Where is this? Where is this thing? I hear he's falling away at something. What? Where is he? Okay, he's been killed, but sometimes it doesn't even matter if Protoss have 7 bases, because what will happen is, hold on, we have an engagement happening over here. Will he get EMPs happening off again? It looks like he's gonna get EMPs. Oh, the Arbiter. 16 HP, can he get his stasis off? Oh, we get the EMP and killed off right before he could get the stasis off right here. This mech army is looking super powerful from Morrow. Goon getting killed off left and right here. And the problem is, what Terran will do is they'll just set up a defensive position right outside the Terran, outside of Protoss's bases. And it makes it incredibly difficult for Protoss to engage, because all their gateways are off of these small little ramp areas. These vultures are going to have a time on this mineral line right here if they can attack right. Oh, no, there's so many siege tanks. Oh, this mineral line is going to be absolutely blown to pieces, unfortunately. What will Protoss do in response? Protoss is only a 110 supply. Keep in mind, Terran still have a 145. This base has still not been checked out right now. And, right. Ooh, we have some vultures coming in here. Speed vultures. Get them killing off these probes. It only takes 2 shots for them to, with their fragment grenades, to kill off probes. That's how awesome vultures are. And the tanks will be retreating back, actually. Doesn't feel like he can situate himself outside the Protoss, like, main area, whatever you want to call this area. But, this still going to town right here on this bottom left-hand base. These vultures eventually should clean up, and this base has been killed off. Morrow with the 2-1 upgrades. Protoss, though, is still keeping ahead right here. Now, Terran's going to be pushing again at this. Ooh, I hope he got the cancel on that. I don't know if it tells you if it's canceled or not in this mod, but Protoss is kind of falling apart right now. You know, he's lost his top right-hand base. He's lost his newly acquired 9 o'clock. Goons are going to be coming right on this area, but they're going to take so much splash damage. Oh, no. Trying to storm, but storming absolutely nothing. But, oh, great clump on the tanks right there with the storm right here. Even dematrixing a Goliath and a Vulture right there. GG by Shox, giving game 1 to the Terran pro gamer from Mouse Sports. Morrow, great game. GG. So loser picks. Unfortunately, I don't think I remember the map pool too well, so I don't exactly know what I would expect to go on. And I believe maybe Technics has won his match. Okay, so we're gonna wait, guys. We need to restart the stream, I think. Okay.